Meghan used every cunning to become relatable author directly take up arms against Kate on Crown. According to a royal commentator, the Duchess of Sussex could be set for a rebranding, in an attempt to boost sales of her books. Meghan Markle recently made a YouTube appearance where she gave a reading of her book The Bench, which was inspired by Prince Harry's relationship with their son Archie Harrison, but received criticism for her expensive accessories. Royal commentator Neil Sean said, "The biggest problem for Meghan and her advisors is how do they make her relatable to the people that they want to buy the book, that is the tricky bit." Now this particular interview on YouTube saw Meghan looking wonderful, basking in wonderful sunlight, but of course it was drawn to the fact that she was wearing a lot of expensive jewelry and an expensive watch. If you're trying to sell a book to children, that's not really relatable. Now what we can tell you, is that they're going to be rebranding Meghan as something of a more warm and comfy, open, relatable author. We're not quite sure exactly what their plans are, but The Bench isn't the only children's book that she has up her sleeve. Apparently there are more. It has been reported that Prince Harry and Meghan have signed a 4-book deal with Penguin Random House, although this has not been confirmed by the Sussexes. The Duchess appeared last week on the Briley Storytime YouTube channel, which is run by the publishers, and gave a reading of her poem. The book, which was originally written for Prince Harry for Father's Day and is inspired by a father's relationship with his son, has been illustrated with watercolor paintings by artist Christian Robinson. Following its publication, it reached #1 of the New York Times bestseller list for children's picture books. Before reading, the 40-year-old Duchess said, "I wrote this as a poem for my husband and our son Archie, and then turned it into a book so you could enjoy it too." For the video appearance, she wore her hair in a loose bun and donned a simple blue blouse, accessorized with gold jewelry. On her left wrist, the former actress wore the gold Cartier Tank Francaise watch that has previously belonged to her late mother-in-law, Princess Diana. Its estimated value at the time of purchase was $23,000 but is now believed to be much more. She also wore a $6,900 Cartier Love bracelet and a $3,000 mini gold tennis bracelet designed by Jennifer Meyer. At the end of her reading, she told listeners, "I hope you enjoyed The Bench. I loved being able to share it with you. And now I hope you're able to go and find your own special bench, or chair, or little quiet nook. Just a place that means something to you that you can share with someone you love." Meghan Markle's children's book The Bench has done very well despite it entering a competitive market full of established huge names, a royal commentator has said. Dr. Tessa Dunlop said that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were in their high noon as they continue to sign lucrative deals and establish their careers as public figures and activists. Speaking to the Palace Confidential podcast, Dr. Dunlop said, "What's extraordinary is that it's a really crowded market, the children's book market, full of huge names and super talented writers. It's done very well and that is about the brand. At the moment, they're at their high noon. How long it will last for, who knows?" The Duchess of Sussex's first children's book was published by Penguin Random House and hit bookshelves on June 8, a few days after she and her husband welcomed their second child, daughter Lilibet Diana. The book is about the relationship between a father and his son told from the perspective of the mother, and has been illustrated with watercolor paintings by Christian Robinson. The Sussexes have reportedly signed a lucrative 4-book deal with Penguin Random House, which includes Harry's upcoming memoir House,